Okay, for a fun warm-up and to do something different every now and again, try some partner work with your participants. One person grabs the noodle, wraps it around behind them. They're taking their legs off the ground and going straight into a cycle. So knees up high, heels digging in, and then their partner is running behind them. So front person on the noodle is suspended. Their partner runs up behind, grabs the noodle, and go, go, go! Okay, to make that a little bit harder for the person that's running, the pushing person, the person in front takes their legs out straight and now is propelling backwards, driving with the thighs, little flutter kicks, loose ankles, so that then when their partner comes up behind them and tries to push them, there's lots of resistance for the running person to push through.
Single leg karate kick. This is a ready phase. We're not touching the ground. Toe is up. Belly button is squeezed in. And the steady phase. Kicking through, tap back. And tap back. Tap back. Base move cross country. High energy cross country.
So they're holding themselves up, bracing through the middle. Keep their arms out wide and not moving, no spinning through the upper body, but just making sure they're gently landing on the floor. After that, we're going to take it into a scissor action. So there's cross-country stance, and they're going to propel themselves off the floor. If their left foot starts out in front, then their left foot lands. So they're crossing over, crossing back. So push out and land. Push out and land. Big high energy exercise. After that, you can take it back into cross-country suspended. So they've held themselves off the ground for a little bit with that scissor kick, and then with suspended cross-country, they're staying off the floor. So the last variation then for cross-country is cross-country statue. So you're holding yourself up suspended in the water, working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're holding like a statue for 3 seconds and then crossing over again. We're doing 5 crosses and then holding for 3 seconds, bracing through the abs, make sure your posture is good, and then hold. So every second time the other leg's forward and you're bracing in that. When you're holding like a statue, remind your participant that they've got someone grabbing their front leg and their back leg and they're extending out as far as they can. You can do that with dumbbells and then again without dumbbells, and it's a very challenging routine. So now we're going to go through the tuck jump, leapfrog and rock and roll combination. Starting off with a tuck jump, cueing the abs, strong abdominals, pushing through. You can cue then for ready on that move, so you're going to jump it up, high energy, push through, and then you can steady it back on by reminding participants that they can do the tuck jump with only touching the floor with their heels, which means they're engaging the abs and lifting strong abdominals. Do the same thing with the leapfrog. Start off low, high elbows, touch your instep. You can take that up. Again, working the inside, outside of the thighs, and then pushing through with the arms, working out and in the opposite direction. Taking that into a low action, arms and legs working out and in together. And then you can suspend that exercise if you want to get your participants going, lifting their heart rate. Push through. Variation of that star jump then is by keeping the feet out wide. You can start low and just work in a clicking action. That's the steady part of the routine. And then if you really want to work hard, get your participants to stand tall and click your heels like a ballerina, straight legs, bend your knees on landing, and then really drive. So you're not staying on the floor for too long. Then getting back down, you're going back into a low star jump. If you want to work your participants, you can suspend them again. Once they've done that suspended, then you tell them to keep their feet together. You're taking it out into a little pike position. So you're going out and landing together. Out, landing together. And that's the steady on part. If you want to work hard, tell them to stand tall. Then they go out into a pike. Strong action. Push, push, push.
In our presentation, we'll do a combination of 5 exercises on the wall. First one is straight deadlift, sitting down nice and low Opposite hand complete. Wall combo number 2. 2 feet up on the wall. Heels are flat onto the wall. Heels up, down off the floor, just below the hips. Exhale as you lift, press down. Exhale as you lift, press down. Exhale, press down. To make the combination a little bit harder, heels on the wall, heels on the floor. So heels only. Heel, heel. Heel using the arms, opposite to the left. Heel, participants back off the wall. Same as exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're adding a little flip to the feet, driving through the toes, come up, using our quadriceps. Really pushing through and down. Pushing through and down. A little flutter. Flutter, flutter, down. Flutter. Another variation is a stutter kick. You go bang, bang, down with both legs. Bang, bang, down with both. Kick, kick, land together. Kick, kick, land together. Really brace the abdominals. Point the toes, drive the legs down together. Kick, kick, land together. Kick, kick.
Alright, now for our fun and challenging noodle routine. We're going to start off with a loose grip on the noodle, high elbows, and we're tucking, pushing down, good posture. Touch your toes with the noodle. Lift up, push down, lift up, push down. Okay, next noodle routine. We're starting off with a basic rock and roll with the noodle, using both legs swinging through. From there, we're going to make it a little bit more difficult. We're going to leave the noodle behind us. We're going to stretch the noodle out, so stretch the arms out, lift the hips and toes up, and we're going to meet, the noodle's going to meet halfway. Touch your heels, extend out. Touch your heels, extend out. Really working the abdominals, but never rolling forward, always staying on your back and pushing through. Very challenging exercise. Your next routine, sitting on the noodle. You're taking your knees out in front, you're suspended in the water, and we're working your leg extension. So one leg forward, one leg back. Leg curl, leg extension, leg curl, leg extension. Okay, so last noodle workout is squeezing the noodle behind your back. So starting off, squeezing through strong. Squeeze the muscles between your shoulder blades. Push through. And
starting our abdominal work using dumbbells. We start off with our standard rock and roll, as demonstrated before by Dom with the noodles. Then we lift our legs up, brace the abdominals, and we're coming into your first one, standard crunch. Up and taking it into a cross-legged crunch. Exhaling as you bring the knee in, keeping your chin up. Work your participants on both sides. Change legs and keep crunching. Windscreen wiper crunch. Bringing the bells under the knees. Keeping the legs up. Keeping the knees up. Working deep into the core. Windscreen wiper wide legs. Feet are up. Legs are open. Arms are out. And it's a short, sharp action. Bells behind back, out wide, squeezing the bells together so they're tapping. Then challenge your participant, one bell, tap, other side, tap. Create an imbalance so they have to work their core a little bit harder. Squeeze. And get your participants to toss one of the bells away. We're working with one bell only, roller coaster. Both legs come up. Legs are open and we come through the center, collect. Through the center. This is the hard part. Through the center. Through the center. Try to keep the legs still. If you want to make it a little bit harder, reverse it. Come under and through. Under and through. Under, much more difficult. Either way, a very challenging exercise.